Stop planting your garden in rows. It's taking up too much space. I've been doing in-ground gardening for 8 years, and I'm going to tell you a better way to lay out your garden so that you're able to plant more in the same amount of space or less. So the problem with rows is that when you lay out your garden for traditional rows, they take up about half of your gardening space. So half of your gardening space is designated solely to walking, and that ground becomes very compacted. You can't plant anything right there, and you amend the entire area, but you only planted about half of it. Now, when I learned this information, my in-ground garden was already established. So I said, how can I get the benefits of a raised bed without actually building one? So I came up with the idea of just laying out your garden, your in-ground garden, as if it were a raised bed. Let me show you what I mean. But what I decided to do instead was lay out my garden with a 8x4 layout. So even though I don't have a built-in raised bed, I still use that 8x4 layout. So you see here that I measured out a 4 feet wide space, and it is 8 feet long, and this is the layout that I use. So really, regardless of whether or not you have a built raised bed, you should be using the 8x4 layout. This is going to save you so much space. Now you can make this garden longer, but you don't want to go wider than 4 feet. And what this allows you to do is to be able to reach into the garden and grab whatever you need from the center without needing an additional walking space. So that's what makes this so much more efficient for planting. And then for planting, I just do the smallest amount of recommended space that I can do. So like collards are 12 to 18 inches apart. I did 12 inches apart, and it grows in very full. Some garden beds I might still mulch. This one I didn't have to, but that's what you want to do, and it's going to save you so much space. So if you look here, you can see how full it is. I have my collards, I have my broccoli. Kale is looking beautiful in the back. I have some Swiss chard back here. In between here, I also have some peppers, but you just can't see them. But if I would have done, say, just 2 rows, I would have had a row of broccoli, which would have been maybe 5 broccoli plants, and then a row of kale or collards, which may have been 8 plants. Here I have 6 collards, 6 or 7 collards, 6 broccoli, 6 kale, and space for other things as well. So you will at least double what you're able to plant by using this format over the rows. This is another bed that I planted the same way. It's potatoes, onions, and kale. And then I have this bed here. This is tomatoes, some bush beans. Don't judge me, y'all. I still have to stake these. This side is too shaded for anything to really grow, so we'll have to figure this out. But yeah, I would say it's pretty successful.